Hey, how's it going?
Thanks for getting that, man.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Let me run that in before.
There you go.
This is
And
ours right here.
one of those popsicles is yours
Thanks
too.
a lot.
So you would consider 110 degrees to be on the mild side.
On the mild side. If we have more 110 days than we do 125 days, that was a good summer.
Wow.
Yeah.
In the harsh California desert, survival can depend on simple things like kindness and ice. What's up, everyone? In today's video, I'm taking you deep into Slab City to deliver a bag of ice to a special person, Dots. Dots is a true slabber by definition. She knows how to survive in the most extreme conditions. In this video, she's going to give us a few pointers on how she survives in Slab City during the summer.
Battery operated fans are really where it's at, so that you make sure you have fans all night. You know what I mean? So a lot of people struggle with the batteries. They don't last, and so during the day you got all day with electricity, and then as soon as the sun drops, yeah, a lot of people's batteries will go out. So if you make sure you charge batteries during the day for any type of fan that you want to use, and then try to get ones that'll last through the night, that really makes the summer nights a lot better as well.
Cool.
Outdoor sweeping, that's another one. And then another trick that people like to do is just dunk a sheet in a bucket of water and lay under that with a fan blowing on you. These are nighttime tricks.
Hey guys, in today's video, I'll be driving a few miles outside Slab City to Yiyaz Market, and I'm going to be picking up a bag of ice and some popsicles for Dots. Hey Dot, how you doing today?
Pretty good, yeah.
Yeah, we're just wondering, so how's summer going, and how do you survive in Slab City?
Well, so now this is my 7th summer to go through, so part of it is just pure acclimation, just years and years and years of heat. And as much as people want to think this is hot, this is not hot. We have had it well hotter than that, and I'm not testing you, desert. This is plenty hot enough. But yeah, there's several ways that you stay cool. One of them is to have a tree, right? So if we just move right this way just a little bit, you'll immediately notice the temperature goes down so quick, right? Even those heat advisories, they'll say that. They'll be like, get under a tree and take a nap during the hottest time. It's like the amount of moisture that either gets added to the air. I'm not really sure exactly how the exchange works, but all I know is it works is like this diffusing of the heat kind of thing, right? Same with the way that wall over there is done. This is the elements make it so it has depth, a lot of depth, that makes it layers that the heat has to get through before it penetrates the area you're in, right? So with a tree, you get a lot of shade from that, and then if you build your living structure under the tree, you get the shade from the tree, and then build another shade structure. You're starting with a roof over a roof, and that's another one. Like, you realize why people have attics. An attic is actually to get the heat out from in the lower areas, and it does get trapped up there, but it stays up high. You know what I mean? It's like the roof over the roof. So while the sun's beating down on that roof, it doesn't come through the floor of the attic into the lower rooms. You know what I mean? It stays up there. Same with the front porch. Why front porches are on houses? It's to cool the air before it comes in the front door, kind of thing. Now, not all houses have front porches, but when you have one, that's why. It definitely has that benefit. And there are things that I honestly just thought were mostly aesthetic. I mean, or keep the rain off, but I didn't really think of it as creating shade. And that's worked out really well. But as we're moving into monsoon season, you'll see it all over the place. If somebody says, oh, I'm going to use a swamp cooler, be like, oh, it only works in the dry heat. That's true. And when they say swamp cooler, it's more like swampy.
It's just adding to the humidity.
I mean, it adds a lot to the humidity. It does make the air feel cooler at some point during the day, but it does. It's kind of, there's a lot of, right now, it's not drinking as much water as it was before. When it was dry heat, we were putting a lot more water into it, and now that there's moisture in the air, so you can see the water that we put in and don't put in every day. When it's not monsoon season, which it is now, a misting system works really well, but right now getting wet isn't really helping you that much. because it's, I think, only like 105 right now, but it actually feels more like 113, and that's because the humidity's really high, and it's going to do that all the way through August and into September. So this is the worst of it, just so you know, that if this being a first summer monsoon season, people don't talk about it. Everybody talks about how hot it gets, but nobody talks about the heat with the moisture. So we're going into Florida temperatures now, where it's going to be real gross. And the only thing that really works for that is a pool, a nice cool water thing, or a full-blown air conditioner, humid. Yeah.
And if there's no wind, then it makes it harder for the evaporative cooling to have any effect.
Yeah. Well, that's why fans, fans. So battery operated fans are really where it's at, so that you make sure you have fans all night. You know what I mean? So a lot of people struggle with the batteries. They don't last, and so during the day you got all day with electricity, and then as soon as the sun drops, yeah, a lot of people's batteries will go out. So if you make sure you charge batteries during the day for any type of fan that you want to use, and then try to get ones that'll last through the night, that really makes the summer nights a lot better as well. Cool. Outdoor sweeping, that's another one. And then another trick that people like to do is just dunk a sheet in a bucket of water and lay under that with a fan blowing on you. These are nighttime tricks. I guess you could probably... Yeah.
So you would consider 110 degrees to be on the mild side?
On the mild side. If we have more 110 days than we do 125 days, that was a good summer.
Wow.
Yeah. Where right now we're going up to like 115 and dropping back down to like 108, 107.
Yeah, and the nights are still cooling off, into the 80s. It's not too bad.
That's really not too bad. And those days where it's like 125, it doesn't go below 100 at night. So yeah, this is a very mild summer. In and out of the pool and all that. But this year, being inside, I've been focusing more on stuff inside and not really working on changing anything in the camp. But we're going to walk through anyways. But yeah, the evaporative cooler, which has been working really well up until recently. And recently with the change, like I said, that humidity that's in the air, yesterday I noticed it for the first time, that it was like kind of muggy, like where you're like, wow, I can totally tell where it's cooler in here, but at the mugginess, you have to, that's a little more just like, I don't know how to describe it. Like,
it's no longer a dry heat, man.
Yeah, it becomes kind of more like and the pool turned into a crusting crystal mess. Look at this. This is the lithium salts that I've been showing off. That's why the pool never got put back right here, because I keep showing off my lithium crystals. See, look at this. That's the salts from the pool. But yeah, so I'm still open in the summer, and I pretty much just guide people. I do a real quick like this. Okay, so we have the pirate ship up in here, taxidermy dinner party around there, tea party room, book collection, out the cabinet, into the final trailer full of bones and creepy things.
Okay.
And if you need me, I'll be in there. Holler.
Well, Dot, I really appreciate you coming out in this heat, taking the time out to explain a few things to us. Yeah. And just for sticking around here throughout the summer. I know there are some tourists. I do appreciate you sticking around, and everybody really enjoys this place.
Thank you.
Thank you, Dot. Have a great day.
Right on. I hope you're doing well.
All right, you too.
Thanks.
See ya.
See ya.
Hey, how's it going?
Thanks for getting that, man.
Oh yeah, no problem.
Let me run that in before.
There you go.
This
and
is right here.
And one of those popsicles is yours too.
Thank
Yeah, tell Dot I said hi.
Yes, thank you. I'll tell her. She saw you out here.
Okay, have a great day, man.
Yeah, bro. Thanks. Good luck with the heat, homie.
Yeah, you too.
Yeah, we're trying.
Take care, buddy.